Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm a full-time reseller, and that means that I sell pre-loved clothing online full-time for a living, which is incredible. I still can't believe that this is my life sometimes. I'm absolutely so blessed, so grateful that I get to work for myself. I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I've been doing this full-time for myself for about a year and a half. So today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite reselling tools, and a tool that literally helps me run my business, and a tool that literally runs my business for me sometimes. No exaggeration. That tool is Vendoo. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I've actually talked about it many times on my channel. I've had a couple people actually ask in the past for me to go more in depth on Vendoo, kind of give tutorials, kind of go more in depth with it, because I have mentioned it in the past, but I haven't really done how-tos. I really haven't dug into the website and the software itself yet. So I figured today will be a perfect time to do that. And I also wanted to thank Vendoo so much for sponsoring this video. I have been using Vendoo for over a year now, so when they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to work with them, it was a no-brainer. I already love the software. I already use it. I already talk about it. So I am so grateful and so blessed that they are sponsoring this YouTube video for me. So I'm about to package my sales for the day, get those out, and then we're going to jump onto Vendoo. I'm going to bring you along with me. I'm going to try to screen record my computer screen. I've actually never done that before, but I want to try for this video so you guys can really get a feel and see my screen as I am, working in Vendoo today. So I personally start my listings on eBay. I know some people start their listings in Vendoo itself. You can definitely do that. I find it easier to start my listings on eBay because eBay has the most item specifics, the most things that you need to fill out within the platform. And I've been doing this and starting my listings on eBay for so long that I'm so comfortable and so fast at it that I find that that's the easiest and fastest thing for me to do. So I personally start on my listings on eBay. Right now, I try to have 10 to 13 listings go live every single day. So the first thing I will do every morning when I'm done, or even sometimes like before I package my sales, I waited today on purpose so I could show you guys. But the first thing I will do is import my listings that went live into Vendoo's system. Since I started them on eBay, we need to get them into Vendoo somehow. That is super simple, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Also, I wanted to mention, you guys, I am going to try to put chapters down below. That way you can skip around in this video to different sections. Maybe you're like curious about one particular feature that I'll be talking about, or save this video for future reference if you have to come back maybe in the future if you're like, oh, I remember actually talking about that, but I don't exactly remember what she said. You can come back to the video and just skip right to that chapter instead of having to like watch the whole thing or, skip around. So I will have the chapters. You can find those in my description box, but let's move to my computer where I'm going to import the listings. So I am in Vendoo. As you could see, it literally has all of my inventory here. Some items I did not cross list yesterday. I did not have a chance to, but as we scroll down, you can see where all of these items are listed. Like this vintage country wear dress is listed on all 4 of my platforms: eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. And I pretty much list everything on all 4 platforms. So we are going to import my listings that I have listed today. Unfortunately, I've only gotten, I think, 3 up today. I do have to take photographs and list about 10 more, but we are going to import from eBay. This should just take a moment for them to grab my listings, and you will see it will literally upload all of the information that I need. So these are, okay, 2. I literally only listed 2 today so far. I need to list 11 more, but these are the 2 items that I have listed today. So we are going to import these. And once they are imported, they will go on that list, as I showed you at the beginning, with all the rest of my other active inventory. And there we go. Let's go to our inventory. And you can see these first 2 right here are the ones that I just imported. So we are going to go ahead and cross-list these 2 items. Now these Okay, so I always copy my title because for Depop, there's not really a place for the title. It's so odd to me every single time, but I put the title in the description for Depop. So with Vendoo, the first thing you want to do is fill out the Vendoo form, which is where it will automatically take you. A lot of this will be filled out already, as you could see, information that it pulled from Depop. Tags are like hashtags. Are your style keywords. I forget what Poshmark calls them, but I always put 3 to 5 tags in here. Let's see, cottagecore. It kind of looks nautical, bohemian. I mean, I use cottagecore and bohemian all the time. It is the top. I put my cost of goods in here, which this was 67 cents. Let me just double check that real quick. I have a separate spreadsheet here. No, it was 74 cents. I apologize. This is why I keep this spreadsheet, because I cannot always remember what my cost of goods are. So we're going to save that. And now this information will transfer. Oh, I want to change this. That was the eBay price with my sale. But once we save this, this information that we put into our Vendoo form will go into all of these other platforms. eBay, it's already listed on, so we're going to move down to Poshmark. Poshmark is normally the easiest. Like normally, I sometimes have to change that. 25. I don't usually list things at 26. Since Vendoo and eBay, I had it listed at $25.99. Poshmark does not do cents, so it automatically rounds up. I'm going to change that to 25 though instead of 26, and then literally list on Poshmark. As that's listing, I can move on, and I'm going to move to Mercari. And why does it say that? That is strange. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure. We're going to come back to that. One thing I will say is, you know, stuff happens with technology. Technology is not always perfect. But Vendoo's customer service team is wonderful. You can literally chat with them down here. You can send them a chat. They typically respond to me within an hour or two. I mean, you know, really quick. This is pretty loved, modern. With Depop, I know in the past, I used to only focus on those vintage and Y2K styles, but now I have been cross-listing everything over there, especially because it is so easy with Depop. Or with Vendoo. It is so easy with Vendoo. I'm going to have to come back to Mercari. I'm not exactly sure. And I don't really think that's a Vendoo thing. I feel like Mercari itself tends to, like, just be glitchy all the time. So I'm going to have to come back to that. I might message them and see if they know if there's an issue going with Mercari. A lot of times they'll be like, yeah, there's an issue, like, on Mercari's end. And we'll let you know when it's resolved. And then normally it's resolved and I can just go in and cross-list those really quickly. So we're going to move on to this one, which is a dress barn blouse. This is definitely like Americana, patriotic, total cottagecore vibes. And I love that Vendoo has a spot for the cost of goods, because when this item sells, there's no way that I'm going to remember that I only paid 74 cents for this. You know what I mean? So it's so nice that there's a spot that I can put that while I'm listing, so that in the future I can remember exactly what I paid for this item. And let's go to Mercari on this one and see if it works. No, okay. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I might have to. It won't even let me pick. I was going to say I'm going to try to just list it anyways, but I'm going to have to message them and see if they know of any issues. Now, Depop, unfortunately, only lets you have 8 pictures, which stinks. So I normally have to delete some photos because I like to have my measurement photos in there usually. So I'm just going to delete one of those. And yeah, I'm trying not to go too fast right now, you guys, because I usually just zip through these. But since I am recording and kind of bringing you guys along with me, yes, try not to go too fast. But as this is listing, you guys, you can literally go back to your inventory and start on another listing. It will do it in the background, which I absolutely love. So I'm actually going to message them really quick down here in the chat and see if there is an issue, or see if they know if there is an issue with Mercari. Okay, now you will also get a response back to your email, which is amazing. So, like I said, you guys, I have some items from yesterday to cross list, but I will do that later. By the way, you guys, if any of this sounds interesting to you, if you want to check out Vendoo, definitely check out the link in my description. It's going to be the link at the very top, and that will get you 25% off your first month, no matter which plan you choose. So cross-listing is one of the main features that I use on Vendoo, and I feel like it's one of the main reasons that I started using Vendoo. I mean, there's just no way that I would be able to manually cross-list all of my items every single day. There's no way possible. And without Vendoo, I mean, my items would only be on one platform, eBay. They would be nowhere else because I do not have the time nor the brain capacity to be sitting there copying and pasting and moving photos from platform to platform, and that's just way too much. Vendoo literally makes it so easy within just a few clicks of a button. But I feel like that is just the beginning. Even though they're known to be like a cross-listing app, that's just the beginning. Another great feature that they have is their sales detection feature. So anytime something sells on one of your platforms, Vendoo is going to detect that sale. As long as you have that little toggle turned on, you have to have that feature turned on within Vendoo. But as long as you have that feature turned on, Vendoo is going to detect anytime you make a sale, and they're going to delist that item from every other platform that you have it listed on, which is incredible. And they make it super easy to not double sell items. I know a main problem that I had in the past was forgetting to delist items from platforms. Like, I'm a busy person. I'm a single mom of 2 little ones. I run this business completely alone, besides Vendoo, my little best friend. But, you know, I do this by myself. I am the only human that runs my business. So a lot of times things would slip through the cracks and I would forget to delist it. And if something's sold on like eBay, for instance, I sometimes would forget to delist it on like Poshmark, or if something sold on Poshmark, that was the worst, and I forgot to delist it on eBay, and then it sold on eBay after it already sold on Poshmark. That is one of the worst feelings as a reseller, is when we double sell an item. So Vendoo makes it so easy to not do that with their sales detection feature. So I'm going to bring you back into the computer where I'm going to kind of show you around their little sales detection. So back in Vendoo now, we were on the active tab where I have all of my active listings. You also can do drafts in Vendoo. These are actually just items that I have purged. I need to delete these. I don't know why I have these still sitting here. These are items that I have purged or have taken to market. I just need to actually delete all of those drafts. But you can draft items in Vendoo as well, which is incredible. Since I start my listings in eBay, I don't really use that. But we were on the active tab. Now we are going to move to the sold tab, which is where all of your sold listings are stored. I mean, this is one of my favorite features of Vendoo as well. So right now I only have 10 sales to input information for. I actually updated my sales info the other day. I try to do this like once a week or twice a week, but these sales are things that I sold within the past couple days, and Vendoo knew that I sold them. As you can see, this one sold on eBay, that one sold on Depop, eBay, Depop. So all you do is, right here it says, add sales information, Briggs, New York. Okay, so I'm going to go into Depop on my phone, which you guys cannot see. But I am going to enter the sales info for this. So you can see I listed this pair of pants on May 15th. They sold yesterday on July 17th. It only took 2 months to sell. They were a cherry print pant, and price sold. They sold for $18. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Cost of goods. I paid $1.37 for these pants. Now, there's no way I would remember that. but I input that when I was doing my listing. Shipping, Depop, 0 shipping, and my marketplace fees are $2 and, oh no, that's $3.09. Okay. Ouch. Depop is actually now has no selling fees. This was an older item listed, so that's an exciting thing. But as you could see, that took literally a second. Okay, let's do it for this next one. This skirt sold on Depop as well. It also shows you the date it sold on. This was listed on May 1st. I feel like I just listed this. How was that listed in May? I don't know. That sold for $22, 0 shipping expenses, and my seller fees are $3.58. Save sales details. And then I do have to update, this information, like I said. But over here to the left is an area where you can go to your analytics. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this. Everybody's numbers are different, but it gives you a graph of how your month is going, or, you can customize the date range. It gives you some graphs, so many analytics here. And from this information, you can export spreadsheets, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. Up here in the far right corner, you will see a little person here. And down here, it says Export CSV. And we're going to click on that. And from here, you can enter the dates that you want to look at. I'm not going to go into this right now, but I think this is another incredible feature. And this feature has made me be able to not really keep any of my own spreadsheets, my own personal spreadsheets besides expenses, because I can export sales spreadsheets, inventory spreadsheets, all from Vendoo. I mean, Vendoo is literally a hub for so much information and so many tools for me, and it's beyond its value. I think like what you pay for is what you get, and I feel like they could charge so much more because it's just incredible. I literally cannot say enough about it. I feel like I could literally make an hour-long video of just going over so many features of Vendoo. But another feature I wanted to talk about was their delisting and relisting feature, which is something that is kind of controversial for some resellers, I think, especially on eBay. But I personally delist and relist at least 20 items a day on all of my platforms, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, using Vendoo, and they make it so easy. So we are going to yet again jump back to my computer. I'm going to show you really quick how I delist and relist items every single day. I literally start the process and it runs in the background as I'm photographing, as I'm doing other work. I'll come back and check on it and, do it again. It's literally a reseller's best friend. I don't know what else to call it. It's my right-hand man throughout the day. Like, I literally come back and forth to Vendoo, to my computer multiple times a day. And also, since I mentioned kind of the computer thing, Vendoo also has an app for your phone that you can use, which is amazing. You can literally do these things on the go. The only thing you cannot do is import your listings. You have to do that on the computer, but otherwise you can do everything. You can cross list, you can delist and relist, you can enter the sales information. I mean, so many things on the app, which is just another great feature that Vendoo has that most other cross-listing softwares do not have. Vendoo has it. Literally, Vendoo has you covered. So there have been times where I've literally been standing at the bins, like kind of during a slow day or a slow period, and I'm like, okay, let me go in and just cross-list a couple items. Let me go in and update the sale information of this sale that I got really quick. You know what I mean? And it's super quick on the app. So I just wanted to mention that as well. So Vendoo is incredible because it will tell you when an item is ready to be delisted and relisted. So under the settings, you can, under account preferences, I should say, you can decide whether or not you want your stale listing warning, which means it'll have this little flag in the left-hand corner, as you can see here. You can display that after 30 days or 60 days. I do 30 days. I'm not perfect with delisting and relisting items after 30 days, but I like to know when an item has been listed for 30 days. And they make it super easy to know that with this little flag. So let's go back to my inventory and I will kind of show you. So up here where it says multi-actions, I'm going to click that, multi-relist and delist. And we are going to scroll down. I am actually going to do some from this first page here. As you can see, it actually shows you here, recently delisted and relisted on. Here's this little flag that shows you that it is ready to be delisted and relisted. This was imported and listed 36 days ago, as well as this. So we are going to select 10 of these items. Typically, I delist and relist closer to like the 40-day mark, but we're going to go ahead and do these. You can do 10 at a time. And, whoops, that was only 9. Apparently, I can't count. I'm going to delist and relist on all platforms. Confirm. And it will do this down in the corner. And if you want to, you can literally go and open Vendoo in a different tab and continue working while this is running. But that is something I really love as well. So we will come back as soon as this is done. This usually takes literally about 5 minutes. Right now it is 9:44 a.m. when I started this, so let's see when this finishes. All right, you guys, so as you can see, that just finished up. It is 9:50. Okay, so it took about 6 minutes to delist and relist 10 items on 4 platforms, which is not bad at all. That was so fast, especially considering I didn't have to do anything. And now I have 10 fresh listings on all 4 of my platforms, which is why it's so important to delist and relist. And Vendoo makes it so easy. As you can see, all of these were successful, even the ones in Mercari. So I am curious to see what the Vendoo team has to say about that. Definitely going to go back and try to cross-list those items back to Mercari, but I'm going to do another 10 items here, and yeah, which will put another 10 fresh listings on all of my platforms. Thank you so much, Vendoo. And just like that, you guys, I've gotten so much work done already today thanks to Vendoo, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Not even 10 o'clock yet. It's like 9:50 right now. So I honestly do not know what I would do without Vendoo. My reselling business would not look the same. I would have not been able to grow it to what it is today. So I'm so grateful and thankful once again that Vendoo sponsored this video, that I was able to show you guys a more in-depth look into Vendoo, which is something I've been kind of planning on doing anyways. But the fact that they asked me and the fact that they're working with me on this video just melts my heart and means so much to me. If you guys watch this entire video, I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I really hope this was helpful. And don't forget, if you're curious about Vendoo, check out the link in my description. It's going to be the first link at the very top. That will get you 25% off your first month. And I seriously could not recommend Vendoo enough. They also have so many different plans and pricing options for your needs. So it's not like a one size fits all. You can literally pick what you want as far as Vendoo goes. So definitely check it out. Thank you so much again, Vendoo, for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I appreciate you so much, because without you, I would not be able to make videos like this, and Vendoo never would have reached out to me. So thank you guys. You are seriously incredible, and I appreciate you more than I could ever say. So thank you so much. But yeah, you guys, I hope you're having a great day, enjoying the sunshine. Actually, it's not really sunny out today, which I'm not complaining. I need a little break from that really high heat sun blaring in my face sometimes. But I hope you guys are enjoying the weather, enjoying the summer. It seems to be going really fast, which is kind of sad, but I am trying to soak it up, that is for sure. But yeah, you guys, have a great day. I will see you in my next video.